experience was a test drive. The test driver decides to show off. He floors it to 140 miles an hour, hands off the steering wheel, by the way. So he's just doing it like that on a highway, then brakes, ABS brakes, real hard. And I thought we were going to hit a wall or something, but the car stayed completely straight. And that's when I was sold. I really was. The car's like a roller coaster, so if you're the type of person who gets nauseous, car sick, I don't recommend sitting in this car on these kinds of drives. And, you know, it handles the mountain road so well. We do a lot of drives through Sedona and so on, and taking turns at 120 miles an hour, and that thing stays on the road. Yeah, 120. And I tell you, other supercars keep up. We're doing this with a bunch of people. But I tell you, it makes me a little nervous when I'm driving in traffic. People get really crazy. They'll follow you, drive erratically, they'll take pictures while they're driving, you know. And what if one of these people hits you? You know, their insurance wouldn't cover a fraction of the costs, and the accident title on this car would devalue the car in hundreds of thousands of dollars. So I brought up to Bugatti, hey, we need some sort of safety course, you know, so we can learn how to drive this better. So they fired up a thing called the Feel the Road program, and I became the guinea pig, actually. I was the first guy to do it, and it was a mix of track driving, road courses, defensive driving, and in particular, what I loved the most was the 400 drive, which is actually the shirt I'm wearing right now. And it takes you to their track, you use their car, and you take it to over 250 miles an hour. It's a mind-numbing experience, I tell you. You don't feel the speed, and it's so smooth at those speeds. I'm almost like talking like a spokesperson here, but I'm like a fanboy nowadays. So, then I went back and did it again a year later in the Super Sports version, which has 1,200 horsepower, and did 258.2 miles an hour. So that's faster than NASCAR or Formula One and so on. And consider that there are 5 other people doing it. These are high-profile customers. Arnold wants to buy one, for example. And you know, it's a testament to Bugatti because they trust their car. You don't want these guys to crash and burn now, do you? So, yeah, I do it, of course, beyond the track. There are times when we take it on. There's been airport runways I've done it on, special highways. I take my friends. They get rides to 200 plus. They take little videos. They put it on YouTube. And before you know it, the media picks up on it, and there's a media frenzy like there was one half a year ago. There's a misconception about the car, that the car runs out of gas real quick. Not so. It's got a 26-gallon tank. It does about 15 miles per gallon on regular driving. Classic example, we were driving to Sedona. It was a car cruise, a bunch of us, and every other car had to gas up at least once. But the car did its round trip with a quarter tank remaining. Well, this actually reminds me of this picture. We were doing a 200-plus mile run on this road. I won't tell you where. But there was a depression in the road, and as we go over it, we take air, and we sort of jump. We're like, boom, boom. And my passenger in the seat, who happens to be here in the audience, actually, he nearly peed his pants. I brought it up to the chief engineer, and he goes, yo, that's what it can do, you know? So it has a telemetry device, too, that actually detects problems on the fly. It can do fixes at any time. It can do adjustments. It does wireless stuff, communicating live to Bugatti, and even has an anti-theft device. And a classic example, this guy in Switzerland had his entire car collection stolen, but everything got intercepted at the German-Polish border before the cars were taken away, thanks to that Bugatti. And of course, the car sees a lot of car shows and charities. I'm not really a spokes guy like you see here, but I just happen to be. And kids love it, you know? They like sitting in the car. I let them press buttons, play with switches. If there's time, we do a little ride around the block and so on. And wherever you park this car, it becomes a car show in itself. So just so you know, I mean, people who own these cars are passionate about the car. They love driving. They're car enthusiasts. If you run into one of us, honestly, we love talking about it. We're not like pompous or whatever. It's a passion, and there's something about this car that really brings out the joy of driving. So I ran out of time, but feel free to come by and ask any questions. I got tons of stories to cram in 5 minutes, so thanks a lot.
Qué maravilla. Ya ves tú. ¿Te gusta, Pablo, o no? Joder, que sí me gusta mucho. Es alucinante de golpe, lo tengo diferente. Mañana más. ¿Te gusta, Ángel, o qué?
Me encanta, me encanta. 3.
1001 caballos, total, no.
Suena hasta mal, parece que, ¿verdad?
Sí, suena mal, sí. Es que un 16.000 de motor. A ver. Joder, suena como un autocar. Qué bonito.
Tiene más potencia.
1001, ¿no?
3 o 4 autocares.
Hombre, 16.000 de motor. Luego te digo, luego en la oficina tengo un archivo de peculiaridades de este coche. Qué maravilla.
¿Qué coche te has comprado?
Me he comprado.
Una 365 lleva atrás. Delante una 260.
Qué bueno, qué bueno. Es increíble este coche, ¿eh? Es que míralo bien, pues seguramente sea la última vez que lo veas en la vida.
O sea, aquí es más probable que...
Hombre, aquí sí, aquí hemos visto el Lenzo, hemos visto muchos coches, pero
No le vimos cuando...
el día de los Ferrari, sí. Qué calorcito suelta el motor, macho. Mira, este deflector, Ángel, este deflector, este deflector se levanta cuando frena. Cuando frena. Para frenar, para ayudar a la frenada.
Valerón.
Eso es.